Right then, here we go. Jack Reeve, Talk Norwich City. Norwich City's first game of the season is upon us. Just 10 minutes till kickoff. Just 10 minutes until Norwich City gets action underway against Milton Keynes Dons at Carrow Road in the first round of the Carabao Cup. Very, very exciting to get the 2026-2027 season underway here on Talk Norwich City. Welcome back. If you are with me, leave a comment in the comment section and I will be sure to get to you throughout the stream. We're here for the afternoon on another boiling hot day here in the UK, here in Norfolk. I think this is our 5th heat wave of the summer. And what better place to spend it than in my box room here at home, watching Norwich City in action. It looks a sun-kissed Carrow Road. I think 20,000 people apparently in attendance over there today, which is absolutely brilliant. And hopefully some of you in the house here today as well. Good afternoon to you, Joe. Good afternoon to Simon. Hello from Japan, says Cameron. Hello from Norfolk, Cameron. Great to see all of you in the comments. Simon says, how come you're not at the game? I've just got back from holiday, literally just this minute, so wasn't able to get to Carrow Road, unfortunately. But yeah, here I am on TNC. Where else would I rather be? Anywhere where I can watch? Yeah, Sky Sports are showing it every single Carabao Cup game, which is where I'm watching it. I pay Rupert Murdoch my money for my sins. Eurosec redemption incoming. Laura says big fan. Thanks very much, Laura. That's very kind. Let's take a look then at the lineup, shall we? This is how we're going. Philippe Clement said that we would be strong for the cup, and we are very strong indeed. Vladan Kovacevic in goal, Jack Stacey at right back, Harry Darling and Jose Cordoba the centre back pairing, Ben Crescene at left back, midfield pairing of Pelle Matson and Kenny McLean, Andre Brooks, new signing, £8 million out on the right hand side, Slimane in the middle, Schwartau on the left, Mo Torre up front. That is the starting 11 for the first round Carabao Cup fixture against MK Dons. We are underway in 7 minutes' time. Let's take a look at the bench. Dan Grimshaw, Bruno Alves, Rory McConville, Ozcan, Vatan Ozcan, the young left back, Paris Magoma, Jacob Wright, Sam Field, Mate Jurasek, and Matthias Kvistgarden. The likes of Sienats, the likes of who's back next week? I think Fisher, I think McCarm are back in training next week. So finally some half decent fitness news coming out of Norwich City, which is good. Mo Torre starting up front, which I was slightly, if you watch my video from yesterday or the day before, slightly surprised to see Mo Torre up front. Matthias Kvistgarden has been the man throughout pre-season, and at the final moment, Philippe Clement has changed to Mo Torre, which is interesting. But we'll see how Mo Torre gets on. I need to actually put my bets on with BetRight. If you want to as well, you can sign up with the link in the description. Hang on, where are we? There we are. £20 when £20 in free bets when you spend £20. Links for BetRight in the description. They are boosting all the prices for Norwich City this season. They are the principal partner of Norwich City when it comes to betting, and also here on and here on TNC. It's bet 20, get 20 with BetRight throughout the season. Links for that in the description. I am actually now going to try and get my bets on. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. I think Norwich City win. I think we win convincingly today. MK Dons, Mendes Lang, Callum Patterson, a few well-known names in there. Nathaniel Mendes Lang. MK Dons will, again, like us, be starting league action next week. They start against Oxford United. Actually, a really tough start for them. Oxford, Huddersfield, Leicester, the start for MK Dons in League One. They're fresh off the back of a 1-0 defeat to Tottenham in pre-season. It was actually a pretty good pre-season for them. Lots of green throughout that run. Let me know where you're watching from. in the comments below. I will get round to the comments throughout the stream. Don't you worry. Really looking forward, actually, to doing a home game watch along, because obviously I'm usually at the games, but for a few reasons I'm not there today. Will be at Carrow next Saturday for the West Brom game. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait to see how we get on under Philippe Clement this season. I'm feeling very optimistic indeed. Let me try and get my bets on pre-match. If you want to as well, the links are in the description to bet right. That's who I use for all of my Norwich City punting. I am going to back Norwich to win and Mo Toure to score. I am. And I'm going to Norwich to win to 0. We have had a lot of clean sheets this season. So look. Welcome along to everyone. This is the watch along for Norwich City against MK Dons. We're underway in a couple of minutes' time. Carrow Road looking absolutely baked. The plenty of the new shirts on show. Loving the new away kit, I must say. Much prefer it to the home kit. I think I might get myself one of those. The teams are walking out as we speak. Teams are coming out in their walkout. They must be absolutely baking in their walkout jackets. If you're wanting to watch along, I'm not sponsored by them. It is on Sky Sports Plus. I think every Carabao Cup game is actually on Sky Sports Plus, which was nice because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do a watch along. I knew I wasn't able to get to the ground today, but I was really keen on doing a watch along. Wasn't sure. Then I saw Sky Sports had it on, which is absolutely excellent. So have a look at some comments then, shall we? Let's have a look at some comments. If you want to support the channel, feel free to leave a super chat. Thank you very much. We've got people tuning in from Florida, Gateshead, Lowestoft, Leicester, Australia, GY, another GY, Ely. Here we go. Absolutely excellent. Chaz Tats feeling a 4-0 victory today. I think Norwich win convincingly. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Mo Toure, Andre Brooks, and a Harry Darling header against his former club. And I think, am I right in saying it's his birthday today? I think it's his birthday today. We're out. We are nearly underway. Minute till kickoff. I'm not sure if my stream is going to be slightly delayed. We shall see. Just a quick reminder, £20 in free bets when you sign up to BetRight and stake £20. The link for them are in the description. They've also got boosted prices for Norwich City Anti-Post, Norwich City's game today. Really looking forward to seeing what we can do with BetRight this season. And more importantly, very, very excited for the season to get underway. It feels like this pre-season has been incredibly elongated. Transfer rumours, ins, outs, shake it all about. Obviously, we had a bit of England World Cup hope to keep us going for a little period there. But this is what we all want, isn't it? Norwich City in League Cup action. Saturday, the 8th of August. 167 of you watching. Great to see you all here on the TNC Watch Along. If I can't be at Carrow Road, the second place I'd want to be is here with all of you on a Watch Along. Proudly brought to you by BetRight, the official betting partner of Norwich City, and also Talk Norwich City. We will be shooting towards the river end by the looks of it first half. Pelle Matson, great to see him back after that little hip niggle caught him out for the final few pre-season games. We are, as we line up, Vladan Kovacevic at goal, Jack Stacey, Harry Darling, Jose Cordoba and Ben Crescene along the back line. It's a midfield duo and probably the strongest midfield duo we've got of Pelle Matson and Kenny McLean. Jacob Wright is on the bench. It's then Andre Brooks, Anis Ben Slimane, Oscar Schwartau in behind Mo Toure, the sole striker. He had a up and down World Cup, didn't take a penalty in the decisive penalty shootout. Will look very impressive in their first game. He should really be playing alongside Ali Ahmed, but unfortunately he is going to be out for what looks to be the whole season with a really nasty ACL, which he picked up in the the last Carrow Road pre-season game against Osasuna. We are underway here. MK Dons had the kickoff. They booted it out to touch. I'm hoping my timer starts in a moment. I'm sure it will. And we are underway. The 2026-2027 season has officially started. Let's hope. Let's cross our fingers that this is a successful season for Norwich City. We are without parachute payments. We are trying to do the impossible. Promotion. Without parachute payments. As Norwich City break early here. And it's Motoré! Oh, it's 1-0! It's 1-0 after 40 seconds. Mohamed Touré. Norwich City's first goal of the season has taken just 45 seconds. That clock is a little bit ahead, but don't you even look at that. My goodness me, what a start for Norwich City. If you've backed Motoré to score and Norwich City to win, things are already looking pretty bright for you. I thought he was going to square it to Oscar Schwartau. It's a lovely ball forward. MK Dons, nowhere to be seen. What a finish from Motoré. Very similar to the goal he scored against Derby last year. He is underway. What a fantastic strike that is. 1-0 Norwich City in the first round of this Carabao Cup match. And it's Mohamed Touré on the goal. It didn't take him long, did it? People wondered, would that remarkable form of last season continue? Or was it a bit of a flash in the pan? Well, if it was a flash in the pan, my goodness am I enjoying it. Norwich City lead after just 40 seconds in their first game of the season. It was a wonderful ball forwards. I think it was Kenny McLean. Please let me know in the comment section. I haven't got replays on here. I think it was Kenny McLean that played it through. Motoré's running through. He's got Oscar Schwartau for the simple square. I'm screaming at him, square it to Oscar. Square it to Oscar. But Mohamed Touré clearly in exceptionally boastful moods just takes it on himself and it goes in the top corner. I tell you what, Norwich City are away again here. MK Dons absolutely all over the place. And it's 4-on-1. And Norwich will break forwards here. And it's Motoré again. Motoré squares it. Oh, it's just too far. Deary me, it could be 2-0 already. MK Dons all over the place. Norwich City looking rampant. Liquid football here at Carrow Road. The home crowd could be treated to an absolute display here. Let's get a couple early. Let's hurt them. Jose Cordoba, I tell you what, when Norwich get on the break, they're through on goal. It's Kenny McLean who'll play a long one forwards and that will go out of play. But once again, if the ball was better... No, it won't go out of play. He's given it as a goal kick there on Jack Stacey. That looked a foul. I tell you what, if the ball was a little bit better from Motoré, it was a tap-in. I think... for Slimane at the back post there. Bloody hell, what a start. This is Philippe Clement, black shirt, white trousers, beige trainers, talking to the fourth official there. Dream start for Philippe Clement. Dream start for Norwich City. Dream start for Motoré. Is this a sign of things to come? The kit looking glorious in the sun. Carrow Road looking absolutely splendid. The pitch looking like a carpet. What a start for the Canaries, shooting towards the river end. If you've backed Motoré to score and Norwich City to win with BetRight, you are going to be absolutely buzzing. It's Bet 20, get 20 with them. Links to that is in the description. What a start from the Canaries. Look at that. One shot on target. One goal. Motoré. And here we come again. Oh, there's a pigeon on the pitch. There's a pigeon. Wow, it's all Norwich City so far. MK Dons don't know what's hit them. I tell you what's hit them. Motoré's hit them, and hit them bloody hard as well. What a start for him. It's going to be an interesting season for Motoré. Had that little injury last season, but what was it? 15 goal contributions in 15 games, something stupid. Couple of hat-tricks in there, one against Oxford, one against Bristol City. And if he keeps this up, he's going to have a hat-trick today because he's getting through on goal at absolute ease. Great to see Andre Brooks. He's a proper winger, isn't he, Andre Brooks? Great to see him. And great to see the 236 of you watching. Let's set a little super chat goal, shall we? Let's try and get 5 super chats by half time. And if we do, I'll do a little I'll do a little Q&A. Little Q&A at half-time. 5 super chats. Let's try and hit it. The goal has been set. 2-1. Torre to score. Norwich to win with BetRight. BetRight could be paying out a lot today. Let's make the bookies bankrupt. Let's make the bookies bankrupt. What a start for Norwich. And Torre's in again here. And Torre's going to shape up. Mo Torre! Oh, good block. I tell you what, every single attack, Mo Torre's in. And Kenny McLean will hit one from range, and that's blocked. I tell you what, I said 3-0 at the start. I was laughing at Chaz Tats. I thought he'd been in on the beers early saying 4-0. My goodness me, that could look pessimistic as Oscar Schwartau gets down the left-hand side, and that's a simple save for the goalkeeper. Deary me, what a start. What an awful kit the MK Dons keeper's wearing, by the way. Deary me. Deary, deary me. Big thanks to My Linux Live for this first super chat. Very kind of you. Norwich City, every time they come forward, they look good. MK Dons can't control it. Andre Brooks wins it back on the right-hand side. And we're in again here. It's Mo Torre. Surely not. Oh, it's a flick. And it's Slimane cut back. Oh, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. It is too easy for Norwich City. Mo Torre, we are 6 minutes into the season. 6 minutes into the season here. And he's taking the piss out of Milton Keynes Dons. The flick from Torre. It's a goal. It's an assist after 6 minutes. Anis Ben Slimane could have the shot. Cuts it back. Slimane tucks it home. It's 2-0 after just 6 minutes and 50 seconds here at Carrow Road. What a start for Norwich City. This is just what we needed. Great winning back of the ball from Andre Brooks. It comes to Mo Torre. He flicks it just delightfully. It's a cutback from Slimane and he tucks it home. Mo Torre gives it one of those. And I tell you what, so do I. So do I, Mohamed Torre. You little beauty. Had a cracking World Cup as taking Ali Ahmed's number after the ACL injury. And we are absolutely up and running. It's Norwich City 2, Milton Keynes Dons 0, Mo Torre and Anis Ben Slimane on the goal sheet. Wow. This is seriously special from Norwich City. I don't know if it's... I'm sure it's a bit of both. Norwich looking really good and MK Dons looking absolutely woeful. But this is really impressive from Norwich. This is a pretty much fully fit, strengthened starting 11. And every time we come forwards, we look absolutely different gravy. Pell Matson wins it back really well. Anis Ben Slimane in the middle. Can they get a third after just 8 minutes? I tell you what, there's a real chance here as Oscar Schwartau's down the left. He's got Mo Torre to pick out. He's found him. It's a bit of a heavy touch. It was Andre Brooks on the edge of the box and it's given back. This is wave after wave of Norwich City attack. Mendes Lang does well for MK Dons, but it's well won back by Cordoba. A foul's being given. I think the referee feels slightly sorry for Milton Keynes Dons. That was unfortunate there. What a start this is. What a start this is, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have predicted this? Well, maybe some people. I really like that Philippe Clement goes pretty much full strength in these cup competitions. He's been booked, Cordoba. That seems a little bit harsh. I don't even think it was a foul. Maybe there was a bit of chatter. Bit of chatter from Jose Cordoba to the ref. I don't know. I'm assuming, but I can't imagine if a booking was given. Oh. MK Dons are playing a ridiculously high line here. And I do fear for them. I do fear for them. I think they're about to get Philippe Clemented. They're fucking around and they're finding out, our MK Dons. This has been a stupendous start from Clement's side. Obviously, season starting with Carabao Cup action this season. Usually was the second game of the season, wasn't it, the Carabao Cup? It would come midweek, but the clubs voted that they'd start with the Carabao Cup on a weekend and it gives them a little bit more room for recovery at the start of the season. It's the one point in the season where it's not Saturday, Tuesday, so it makes a lot of sense. And Mo Torre starting up front for Norwich City is making a lot of sense. Already in a goal and an assist in the opening 10 minutes. If you've backed 4-0 Norwich, you're probably nervous because I think we're scoring more than 4 here. A massive thank you to Harry Batista for the super chat. Let me have a little look here. Good afternoon, Jack. Out playing golf this afternoon. How lovely, Harry. In Reading. Not so lovely. Just had to tune in somehow. Priorities. Got you in my earphone. Harry, enjoy your round of golf. I hope Reading is treating you better than most. And a big thanks for the super chat. I'll tell you what, you are multitasking there. Who said men couldn't multitask? Super chatting, playing golf, listening to the Watchalong, and watching Norwich City all at once. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Sam says, are they League 1 or 2? They're League 1, but they're looking like a Conference South side at the moment. Absolutely awful. Yeah, Wayne, there is a seagull making a lot of moves on the Carrow Road pitch. There was quite a few seagulls at Carrow last year, actually. I think they're sort of migrating into the city from the coast. It get even warmer. And of course, the seagulls have a water feature at Carrow Road that they can bathe in. The now dead rotating screen. It's now just a screen rather than rotating. Zoe Webber confirming the big news in the fan forum that the rotating screen is now permanently broken. So us people in the Barclay won't have sightings of the screen this year. And I tell you what, it's probably just an over rotation from all the Norwich goals from the last few seasons. Tell you what, be rotating a lot today as well. Just had a message from the head honchos at BetRight, already very scared. Bankrupt, question mark. Bit harsh, mate, especially so early in the season. Look, we can't help that Norwich City are this good, BetRight. We can't help it. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. I said we'd win. And I said we'd win convincingly. You didn't listen. You boosted the prices. That's not my fault. That is not my fault. If you want to get stuck in, links in the description, you must be 18 plus. You must gamble aware. Norwich City's first real mistake of the game as Oscar Schwartau seemingly forgot how his legs worked. And it goes out of play. We are 12 minutes in. My clock on here is a little bit... or we might actually be about 13 minutes into this game. Maybe my stream's about a minute behind. 13 minutes and 30 seconds into this game. If you are just tuning in, welcome. I am putting myself through seemingly a sauna here today to watch Norwich City dismantle Milton Keynes Dons. This is a schooling in football. Early goal from Mo Torre. Then it was Anis Ben Slimane. And Norwich City look exceptionally good under a sun-kissed Carrow Road. Matt says, get the HMS hats on. Well, if you know and if you watch the podcast, you'll know that the HMS hats are stored in the TNC studio. The location of which won't be disclosed here on the Watch Along. But I can assure you, if Norwich continue to play like this, the HMS Piss the League hat will be making an appearance very early on in the season. I can assure you of that. Matt says, the synced up clock is a game changer. Thanks. Well, it would be a game changer, Matt, if my stream that I was watching was also synced. But I don't think the stream into Norfolk is quite quick enough. I tell you what, Pelle Matson there. Look at the press from Pelle Matson. Oh, just glorious. MK Dons, you want the ball, you're going to have to work harder than that, fellas. Pelle Matson's about. Awesome. Chaz Tats. Right on cue. The intensity is superb. It bloody well is. Afternoon all watching from the middle of the North Sea from my engine control room. The North Sea Tigers are tuning in. Doing us all proud offshore. Good on you, fella. Dan says, let's go for 7-0. Mo, hat-trick, Slimane 2, Kvistgarden and the Mayor. If it's 7-0, Dan, I will walk on this stream to our studio, which is about 25 miles from my house. I will walk 25 miles in order to get the HMS hat for this stream. We've not scored in 5 minutes. This is deeply alarming. Sort it out, Clement. Come on. Sort it out. This is really good from Norwich, just knocking it around. And I tell you what, I hope that we maintain this intensity. I hope that we maintain this structure and proudness about our performance throughout. I want to destroy Milton Keynes. I want to make them weep ahead of the start of their season. I want their fans to be heading home to the capital of roundabouts with fear that they're just not quite ready for the season. And here we go again. Oh, good tackle from MK Dons. I spoke that up. Andre Brooks. Now, that was Slimane, actually. Slimane, well tackled. Good stuff from the MK Dons lad. Andre Brooks has looked good so far as well. Oh, I've missed your watch-alongs. We are back. I tell you what, I've missed these watch-alongs as well. I've really missed these watch-alongs this season. I've been itching for this season to start. Absolutely itching for this season to start. And I'm so glad we're here now. I'm so glad we're here. Philippe Clement, Andre Brooks, Mo Torre. I mean, you know, summer's great. It's been a lovely summer. It's been hotter than the summer of 1976. The much talked about summer. The summer of 2026 has been historic. But what are we supposed to do on our Saturday afternoons if we're not watching Mo Torre run at defenders? It's all quite boring in comparison, isn't it? When you watch Mo Torre run up against defenders and then you have to go and watch, I don't know, croquet or something, you know, it's not quite the same. It doesn't hit as well. Yeah, it's fun. Sure, we'll go to a pub garden. Lovely, lovely. Go out for a meal. Yeah, nice. Go for a walk along the Broads. Maybe we'll go crabbing in Blakeney. All good fun. All fun things. But they don't quite get the bloods running quite like Mo Torre running at defenders. And here he comes again. And it's Oscar Schwartau. Ooh, Oscar Schwartau. A little bit of a heavy touch. Do we need a left winger? That is a loaded question and there is a right answer. But do let me know in the comments. Archie says, good afternoon from a rather sunny Thorpe. Sunny indeed. I think this deserves a white chocolate magnum. You treat yourself, Archie. You have two white chocolate magnums. You have a white chocolate magnum for every Norwich City goal that we score today. And by the end, you are going to be throwing up on ice cream. But you know what? It'll be worth it, Archie. Just get stuck in, fella. Harry Darling just had a shot from 30 yards. And I tell you what, it wasn't that far over the bar. Darling fancies a goal against his former side. Made 75 appearances for MK Dons. And I think he scores a goal today. I really do. Let's get some match stats. 64% possession. 3 shots, 2 goals. Absolutely delightful start from Norwich. Riley says, am I safe to book Wembley? What for, Riley? Are we talking FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final, Mo Torre on goal? Is he onside? Oh, he's missed a sitter. Mo, he wasn't offside. He was onside. He's tried to lob the keeper. Mo, there's your chance for a second in 18 minutes. Mo Torre's a funny one. Mo Torre's a funny one. It is a splendid ball from Kenny McLean. He's one-on-one. He's got all the time in the world. Oh, he tries to chip the keeper. He's inches away. Torre's a funny one. They're the goals he should be scoring and rarely does. It's the ones like his first where you're like, oh, it's a 50-50. He always scores those. What a ball from Kenny McLean that was, though. And I tell you what, Norwich are really... I would be a backer now of Mo Torre to score a worldie because he's just missed a sitter. I tell you what as well. I don't know if BetRight are offering it. Let me message them. If BetRight are offering a Mo Torre hat-trick, I'm getting on it. I'm getting on it. Because this looks silly. Let me know, BetRight. I know you're watching. What's the price of a Mo Torre hat-trick today? Vladan Kovacevic does that. He's continuing to do that really weird thing where he launches the ball and also himself. He can't throw the ball and maintain balance. That's a Jack Stacey yellow card. In other news, water is wet and the Pope is still Catholic. Sorry, Riley, I got rudely interrupted by Mo Torre going one-on-one. I don't know what you're referring to here. Are you referring FA Cup? Carabao Cup. I was going to say playoffs, but I think that's pessimistic because I think we go up automatically. So maybe book it twice. Book yourself a little non-refundable. You get it cheaper and we're guaranteed to get there. And yeah, travel down on a train or, get a helicopter or something. Yeah, I'd book up Wembley. Simon says we'll be in the top 2 by the end of the season. Nothing like some absolutely outrageous early season optimism to get the juices flowing. The sun is shining, the doves are crying, everything feels really, really great. And I tell you what, get carried away because Norwich City are looking really good at the moment. MK Don's probably best chance of the game so far. Free kick on the edge of the area, whipped in, headed out by Jack Stacey, who has just been booked. That does mean that Norwich have already got 2 bookings. Jose Cordoba, Jack Stacey. That was a definite booking. The Cordoba one looked harsh. This has been an unbelievable start. It's always funny opening up my WhatsApp when Norwich are playing, and if we're losing, it's all gloom, and if we're winning, I've had multiple messages already just basically saying how many points do we win the league by, and my answer to most of them are a lot. Is everyone enjoying this? Gary, yeah, this is a good point. Mo has bags of confidence to chip the keeper there. Yeah. I'm a bit old school. I'd rather see an absolute thwack than a chip. Stick your laces through it, Mo. Stick your laces through it. MK Dons with a slightly unique corner routine here, and it's headed over by Mendes Lang, where they queue up on the edge of the box and kind of storm at you. It's quite scary, actually. I'm trying to think what is probably more physically exerting, playing football at Carrow Road or sat in this room that is now reading 33 degrees on my little thermometer thing up there. If I was a dog and I was in here, I think my neighbours would have called the RSPCA. This is a crime against humanity. 33 degrees. Look at me, putting myself through an absolute war zone in order to bring you a watch-along for the first round of the Carabao Cup. Mark, where's the match being showing? It is on Sky Sports Plus, whatever that is. I think you've got to go on to Sky and then press the red button. And also remortgage the house every month in order to afford it. I absolutely love Motore as a player, says Scratching Princess. I'm just wondering what happens when Makama's back fully fit. Good problem to have. I think in the corporate world, they call those high-quality problems. I mean, yeah, I don't know. What do you do? I think Makama starts, and then it's Toure off the bench, I guess. Or it's Toure in these types of games, and it's Makama away from home when we need to hold the ball up. I don't know. Ben Crescene, he's looking lively so far, young Ben. Norwich looking like sort of Picasso in his prime, just moving the paintbrush across the canvas with real ease. 6-1, Motore hat-trick with BetRight. 6-1. I tell you what, that looks a good price, 6-1. Kenny McLean. Andre Brooks comes inside. Andre Brooks, what can he do? He can give it. Ooh, 6-1 with BetRight. If you fancy it, head over there. Links in the description. You can also get yourself a free £20 bet when you stake £20. Links in the description. They are big supporters of TNT and also big supporters of Norwich City. I suspect BetRight sticking some money in the coffers for Norwich City has enabled us to keep paying Motore. So a big thanks to them. Motore 6-1 for the hat-trick. Chast Hats, Cordoba and Darling both having 35-yard cracks. That's when you know that confidence is high. Jack, open a window. It's just as warm outside. It's just as warm outside. So I wouldn't... Hang on, what's going on here? Is this a drinks break? No, this isn't a drinks break, is it? Is this an injury or a drinks break? We've not... Can someone just confirm? They're not having it. I've not got a drinks break. It's hotter in this room than it is at Carrow Road. Surely not. They are. They're having a little drink. Motore's got a long sleeve shirt on. He's not hot. Interesting. Archie says, Darling 40-yard screamer incoming. Motore could have had two here. The first goal was a fantastic strike. I think the keeper thought he was going to square it to Schwartau, so he was shaping up for that, and he just goes for the absolute thwack instead into the near post. He loves that near post finish. He scored a very similar one against Derby last season after he just missed a penalty. And actually, it's been a very similar game for Motore, because he missed a sitter just after. He could have had a second. He was very unselfish and flicked it beautifully into Slimane for his first goal of the season. He could have had he actually could have had a hat-trick by now. But he's got one. He's 6-1 for the hat-trick. Lee Turner. Hydration break. Same with the Cambridge game. Yeah, hydration breaks in the UK. Deary me. Deary me. The world's gone mad, and that definitely means that my clock is now... Oh no, because the clock is continuing, actually. I don't know, ignore the clock. Ignore the clock. Motore's got the long sleeve shirt on. I tell you what, it's pretty jazzy. It's pretty jazzy, the long sleeve number. I mean, I'm surprised he's got it on, but it's looking good. Crimp says, how's the game been going? Just crawled out of bed. Are you hungover? Are you on a different time zone, Crimps? Because you've just crawled out of bed and you've missed Norwich City playing some splendid football in the opening 25 minutes of this game. It's Norwich 2, MK Dons 0. It's Motore and Anis Ben Slimane on the score sheet, and it could have been 4. Joe says, what do you think the odds are for Norwich to win the Championship this season? Well, I'm not going to give too much away. I've got my 1 to 24 season predictions coming out early next week. Probably Monday, potentially Tuesday. I'm not going to give too much away, but let's put it this way. I've put a couple of pounds, a couple of the King's Great British pounds on Norwich City to get promoted this season. And I tell you what else I've done. I've also had a bit of a bet on Norwich to go up and Ipswich to come down. That's a special on BetRight as well. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm not going to say where we're going to finish. You can see that on my predictions video next week. But I am feeling pretty bullish about Norwich's chances. I do think we need a left winger, and I do think we need to get a few of these injuries back sooner rather than later. The Fishers, the Makamas, the Ali Ahmeds of the world. But I mean, even today's squad, right, with Mahovo out, with Ahmed out, with Fisher out, with Makama out, the starting 11 plus the bench looks pretty strong. You know, you've not got Jacob Wright in here. You've not got Chris Garden in here. You've got Ante Cianats to come back. You've got Mirko Topic to come back. You know, it's a pretty strong squad. I do think we need a left winger. You've got Diallo. Diallo's to come back as well. Blimey. I mean, at what point do we get 100 points? February? March? I don't even know if you can get 100 points by February. Probably can't, but we'll do it. Kenny McLean. Norwich stroking the ball about the pitch now. Jose Cordoba. Ben Crusene's looked good at left back. He's obviously got Darlin. Alright, McDarlin. Let's get chips. I'm starving. To come into left back as well. So it'll be interesting to see if Crusene keeps his place. But he's had a good pre-season, Ben Crusene. Him and Harry Darling probably the standouts. This is MK Dons have dropped really deep now. I think their managers probably said, "What are you doing? You can't play such a high line against Motore." Chance, good block. Who was that? Torre again. Torre's everywhere. 100 points, 100 goals. Joe says, Chris Garden out on the left. Who says no? I wouldn't, Joe. Overloading strikers and played very well there at Brøndby. Okay. I think Norwich will go back in the market for a left winger. I do. But, yeah, Chris Garden. Again, is he a winger, though? Like, I'm watching Brooks today. I'm like, that's a winger. Like, takes his man on. Strong, quick. Got across at him. Nice ball. Oh, it was Darling. That was a lovely ball. Oh, it's Kenny McLean from Schwartau. That was straight off the training ground. Kenny McLean. Pelle Matson. Mohamed Toure. Oh, I thought he was going to try the overhead kick. Absolute possession fest, this, from Norwich. 68% possession, 7 shots now. Yeah, this has been impressive. This has been really impressive from Norwich so far. Yes, the opposition's not looked particularly sharp. It's a long trip from Milton Keynes. A couple of hours. They should have stayed at base and gone to IKEA or something. Pelle Matson. Oh, nice dummy. Slimane. Brooks cuts it back. Oh, it's coming. There's a third coming, boys and girls. There is a third goal coming. And I think it's here. Oscar Schwartau couldn't quite get the shot away. Big period of possession for Norwich as this. MK Dons camped deep in their own box. Pelle Matson. Kenny McLean. Will someone pull the trigger? It's whipped in by Kenny McLean. It's headed out by MK Dons. Not quite snatched by the goalkeeper. Half an hour gone in this game. Norwich City 2, MK Dons 0. Mohamed Toure and Anis Ben Slimane on the score sheet. And a big hello to all 300 of you in the chat. Great to see you all. Blakey the Business Biz is sitting by the pool in Portugal. Oh, how the other half live. Excellent stuff. Rise wants to see Magoma play. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, second half, we could bring on Magoma, Wright, Jurasek, Kvistgarden, McConville. I mean, who do you want? It's a flurry of riches on the bench. BetRight have added 50-1 Mo Toure, top championship scorer. That's worth a flutter. Norwich are 20-1 to win the league and 12-1 for Norwich to be promoted and Ipswich to be relegated. All of those on the BetRight website. Links in the description. Bet 20, get 20. Mo Toure. Out to Andre Brooks. Go on, drive at your player, Andre. Go on, then. Pelle Matson. I think there's a third coming, gents. Oh, Pelle Matson, unlucky. Unlucky. That was nice build-up. That was nice build-up from Norwich. Couldn't quite get it there. And Philip is sitting by the pool in Marbella. All right, show-offs. Portugal, Marbella. Someone's going to say they're on the beach in Scrappy in a minute. All right, make me feel bad about myself. Where next? South of France? Chilling in Mexico? Can't have it all. I'm sat here in my... I tell you what, I would rather be here than anywhere. Chatting to all of you. Norwich on the telly. Dubai Canary saying Norwich promotion, Ipswich relegation has to be a great one at 12-1. I agree. I tell you what, I'll add the link into the YouTube description for that market. Hold the line, please, caller. I would keep you updated with what's going on, but you can probably guess Norwich have got a lot of the ball. "33 minutes in. We've not scored in 23 minutes now. It's been a while. It has been a while. Let's take a look at the links. I'll add that in a minute, gents. We can have a little half-time flutter on that. 18 plus, be gamble aware, remember that. MK Dons on the move. That Seagull is back at Carrow Road. 310 of you watching. Hello to each and every one of you. Morning, afternoon from Knoxville, USA. Cooking eggs and making coffee. Woohoo! Toure off and running. Come on, you yellows. Is there a single person in the planet right now having a better time than I don't know? This is fine. Got the eggs on the go. Morning, probably a lovely day in Knoxville. He's got the Watchalong on. He's watching Norwich City score goals. I mean, come on. What a life. What a life. Good evening from Hong Kong. Sun's out, guns out in West Palm, Florida. Oh, this is getting a bit of a joke now. This is a bit of a joke now, people. Florida, Corfu, Portugal, Marbella. Chaz Tats. Portsmouth are beating West Ham. It's been interesting, actually. So, as I said, I'm going to get my probably slightly shoddily put together predictions out next week for the Championship. Lots of chatter about West Ham. But actually, from the people I've been speaking to who are far more switched on than myself, not many are putting West Ham up to win the league. But a few are putting Norwich City up, which has been interesting. I do think we need a left winger. You know, Diallo, I think, is back, and Sienats is back soon. I really would have loved, more than bringing, splashing the cash on Harry Amass, more than anything. I would have loved Norwich to just go really, really punchy with Dobbin. I think Lewis Dobbin in this side is a massive game changer, and he wasn't that much. I think Southampton ended up picking him up for what, 8 million quid? I'm also just not buying this rhetoric that Norwich don't have money. I think we do. And we've got Andre Brooks. Oh, Schwartau! Oh, what a ball from Andre Brooks. Oh, that was saucy from Andre Brooks. Sorry, I got a bit excited there. Oscar Schwartau running in at the left-hand side at the back post. Lovely little knockdown from Stacey. Andre Brooks cuts in on his left. Whips it in. Oh, it was inches from going in, Oscar Schwartau. That was lovely. Yeah, Slim Jeezy. Torre scoring first after changing his number for Ali Ahmed was awesome. Yeah, really, really good. I didn't realise how good of mates they were, old Ali Ahmed and Mo Torre. Bit of a bromance going on there. Rakone coming in from Groningen, north of Holland. Lovely. Slemo tuning in from Peterborough. I believe we have money, just are not allowed to spend much of it. Yeah, there's these new rules, isn't there? What, SCR is it? SDR? Something R. I'm gonna have to. I'm hoping like Kieran Maguire or something does a bit of a deep dive on Norwich City's finances, because for me I can't work it out, because what is it? You can only spend a certain amount of your turnover, right? I don't know. If we can't spend money, we can't spend money. But I would have liked to have seen us go big on Dobbin. I guess when you've got Diallo and you've got Jurasek and you've got Sienats and you've got all these other wingers, but they're just all injured, maybe, I do get it. I just, I'm allowed to moan, right? I'm allowed to moan. Is anyone bored? Norwich haven't scored in 25 minutes. This is a sackable offence. We should have done. Mo Torres looked really, really good. I wasn't sure if it would be him or Chris Garden. It was him. Of course it was him. He's coming out left. He's coming out right. He's going through the middle. He's dropping deep. If England had Mo Torre instead of Harry Kane against Argentina, we'd have won. Has he got any English kind of heritage deep in there somewhere? Me and the wife watching from a shepherd's hut in the Cotswolds. Wow. You people. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Shepherd's huts, beach holidays, retreats in the mountains, Corfu. Cost of living. What cost of living crisis? The TNC fan base certainly aren't seeing that. You've all been winning on BetRight, clearly. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. That's what I say. Norwich 2, MK Dons 0. 8 shots, 2 on target. We've scored from our two goals. Right, I'm sticking the link in the description. The bonuses. Norwich season bonus bet. And I'll pin it as well. Could we go 3-0 up? Pelle Matson, giving it away. MK Don's having a little bit of luck here. A little bit of the ball. Jack Stacey, well done on a booking. He's looked good, actually, Jack Stacey, so far. You know what you're getting with Jack Stacey? He's got an engine on him, right? He's got an engine on him. 411 people watching. Oscar Schwartau, throw a goal. Schwartau, good save from the keeper. Could have been 3. Schwartau looking busy on that left-hand side. Right, I'm also putting a bonus is now the pinned comment. If you want Norwich to go up and Ipswich to go down, the link is there. 12-1. We'll bet right, and it's if you new account holders bet 20, get 20. 69% possession for Norwich City so far. Kenny McLean, lovely turn. Oh, lovely ball. Is Torre going to get there? He is. Oh, he's given it as a foul. Oh, no, he's given it as offside. Fair enough. Good refereeing. I'm loving these balls from Slimane, from McLean, from Matson. Nice running. That was a good run off the shoulder from Brooks there. It was Torre into, chance before Schwartau. And it's a good save from the keeper, that one. It's a good save. 400 of you watching, welcome along. This is Talk Norwich City. It's Norwich City against MK Dons. Norwich 2, MK Dons 0. Goals scored by Mo Torre and Anis Ben Slimane so far. And it could have been a few more. There's been chances for Schwartau, a couple for Torre. Andre Brooks has had a few look-ins. I suspect there'll be a few changes in this second half. I reckon McConville maybe for Cordoba. Cordoba on a booking. Don't really know what we can do about Stacey. I mean, there isn't really an alternative at this stage. And he's on a booking. He's just going to have to be careful. Maybe... I don't think Liam Gibbs is even on the bench, is he? Can we get a third before half-time? Ben Crescente's looked really good so far. Harry Darling deep in his area. Here's Cordoba. Stacey, nice ball inside. Flicked on. Norwich in a good position here. Torre. Through. Brooks. Brooks! Flicked! 3-0! Is it offside? No, it's not. I don't know who got it. I think it might be Ben Crescente. It's 3-0. Deary me. I don't know who's got the goal there. It was Brooks that had the strike. I think it might have come off Ben Crescente. Brooks has looked lively, coming in from that right-hand side. He's looked good so far. And that's what happens when you spend money on a winger. Right, let's do that a bit more. Let's just have a look at this again. Really well worked. Norwich deserved the third. Nice flick from Crescente. Then it's Torre into Brooks on his left foot. Strikes it. Yeah, it's hit Crescente. It's Ben Crescente with the goal. It's a bit of luck, but you know what? We've earned that. And I tell you what, Crescente, although he knew absolutely nothing about it, deserves the goal as well. Because he's been really good so far. Brooks will get the assist. Ben Crescente will get the goal. Norwich City will get their third. And they will go into half-time unless... I mean, there's still 5 minutes of this half with the drinks break. Brooks is holding his foot, though, which I don't love the look of. What a start for the 2026-2027 season this has been for Norwich City. Winning at a counter, but MK Dons will have a shot there just wide of the post from Vladan Kovacevic. Just getting a couple of messages flooding through here from BetRight, saying that liability is really racking up now on Norwich to win the league. Some optimistic Norwich fans out there. 7-1 for promotion. Punters can't get enough of it, saying BetRight, dearie me. Well, again, that's not my problem, BetRight. We can't help it that our side are really good at football. Harry Darling, good clearance. Let's just get into half. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind a fourth. I wouldn't mind a fourth before half-time here. Let's have a fourth. Why not? A few of you did say 7-0 at one point, and I tell you what, it's not a mad shout. I've seen madder shouts. Chaz Tats, he said 4-0 earlier. Not optimistic enough. I said 3-0. Can't see the second half being 0-0. This has been a really, really solid start to the season for Norwich so far. Little bit sloppy so far here. Let's just keep this out. MK Dons whipped in ball. Crusader did enough to get that out of play. Chaz Tats, he said 25-mile walk for 7-0. I did. I'm a man of my word. Yeah, great shout from Calvin. Let's just get through this game without any injuries. Absolutely right. That's our new win, isn't it? That's our new win. Winning is one thing. Yeah, winning's great. Getting through a game with no injuries, that's a proper win. Pelle Mattsson running forwards. I tell you what, I joked about a fourth. Maybe I'm going to be right with Oscar Schwarzer down that left-hand side. He's going to be playing out on the left for the foreseeable at this stage if we don't bring in another one. Pelle Mattsson on the edge of the box. Oh, I thought he was going to have a shot. Remember those goals he scored in South London towards the end of last season? Millwall, Charlton. Edge of the box. Edge of the box strikes. I thought he was going to have another one there. Headed back to the goalkeeper, MK Dons. We'll probably get into the halftime break at 3-0. If you're watching at home, let me know where you are. Simon said 10-0. Blimey. In all seriousness, like this, this is probably in terms of players who we've got fit, and granted we are losing, we are missing 4 or 5. This is probably as strong as it gets. I'm trying to think who it might be. It might be Magoma instead of Slimane, maybe. Brooks is definitely going to start. Schwartau's definitely going to start at this stage. McLean and Mattsson, yes. Crescene, yes. Yeah, maybe McConville for Darling, but Darling out of anyone's probably had the best pre-season, so you can see why that's, happened. Yeah, it's pretty much as strong as it gets. You've obviously got Makama to come back. You've got Fisher, who will definitely start. Brilliant work from Brooks. 2-on-2. Torre striding forwards. Will he find Brooks? Still Torre. Ah, that was poor from Torre. Really good work from Andre Brooks to win it back, like he did for the second goal. Torre, they look a bit tired actually in this heat, as am I. Oh, nearly up to 35 degrees in here now. I have to put some SPS 50 on. That was probably, could have given it a little bit earlier there, Torre into Brooks, but Andre Brooks, man of the match for me so far. It's been awesome. Lewis, yellow, fellow Canaries from the countryside of Northamptonshire. How lovely. Gary says, my mate who supports MK is in the away end. It says, we're way too strong. I think it says you will win 5-0. I think they'd probably take 5-0 at this stage. I'm thinking more like 6 or 7. That's what I'm thinking. Norwich have looked good here. Really good. $7-1 for Norwich to be promoted. 20-1 for us to win the league. I can see why that's proving popular. It seems a big price. Let's take a look at this seriously. As I said, predictions out next week, but Philippe Clement got a side. There we go, half-time. Half-time, 3-0. 3-0. Get your half-time reviews in so far. Get your reviews in the comment section. I'll get them read out. Let's take a look at this, though. Season starts next week against West Brom at Carrow Road. Philippe Clement, when he was in charge, just his games, Norwich would have finished 5th. He did the majority of that without a left-back and a striker. Makama was injured for a long period. Torre was injured for a large period. We played Jakov Medic up front. For a game last season. That's how bad it was. We would have finished 5th if it was just Philippe Clement's form, right? Now, we've got Andre Brooks added in. We've got, hopefully, although it hasn't started very well, a little bit more know-how and knowledge around our injuries and our fitness. And Clement has had a bit more time to work with these guys. I like how we've gone about pre-season. I like that we didn't go out on this sort of luxurious pre-season tour to Austria or Germany or Timbuktu, right? We stayed at home, we stayed in London, and we had a proper, well-drilled pre-season. The only time we went away, we went to Switzerland for a week, we battered St. Gallen, then they played Benfica, so we're a better side than Benfica. Fact. And we've just gone about business our own way. Yes, the Makama and the Fisher and the Ali Ahmed one is the real kicker because he's out for the season. Hopefully we'll have the others back in the not too distant future. That's a pretty good pre-season. Lots of clean sheets. Still a clean sheet here so far. Time to go and have some lunch and laugh at my aunt who supports MK Dons up the Yellows. Poor auntie. Watching along from Nashville. Can't believe the season has started for us with no stream and no commentary. Oh dear. That makes a change because usually if you're in America or anywhere that isn't the UK, you can watch the game more than we can actually watch the game. But thankfully, the Carabao Cup, although it's a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday, we have got all of the games on over here. Tommy says, could a Mass still be on the cards as he can cover left wing? I doubt it. Can he cover left winger? I guess he could, couldn't he? I mean, the 20 minutes we saw of Harry Mass was at right wing, although he's a left back. So, yeah, I think they will go in for a left back. Left winger. I think they'd be silly not to. You know, it looks likely that Jakov Medic and Forsen are leaving in the not too distant future. So that frees up a couple of spaces. Yeah, I think they will go in for a left winger. Look, if Diallo was fit, we wouldn't need one. You know, we'd have Diallo, we'd have Ahmed, we'd have Schwartau. Schwartau's not a left winger, right? He's not a winger. He's a very talented, very, very talented number 10 for me. He can play out on the left side, of course he can, but I don't think he's the answer. Certainly not long term. We saw what happened when we played him week in, week out at left wing. We just became so one-dimensional down that side. We also had no left back, right? And that's how on the left-hand side, actually today, it's worked quite well because Crescene, he looks much fitter and he's been getting high up the pitch. He's got himself a goal. No goal before the half. 3 up. Dominant on the front foot. Torre, Brooks, Darling, Kenny, Pele. All perfect. Good first 45. Need a left midfielder and backs. Yep. Agreed. Adam says, we all taking binoculars to Southampton away. Samuel says, we finished top 8. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'd be amazed if we didn't finish top 8. I would be amazed. I think top 2 will be tough. You've got, West Ham, you've got Wolves. Although, adapting to the Championship isn't easy. Yes, they will have better squads. Yes, they'll have more money. Yes, they'll have parachute payments. I mean, West Ham in particular look incredibly strong. I think they've sold 50,000 season tickets. Bowen's staying. But it sounds slightly cliche, but how are you going to do on a Tuesday night? Away at Stoke, away at Lincoln, right? It's not as easy as it's kind of coined the Championship. I still think last season was the opportunity. I really do. I don't think it was a strong league at all. I don't think the team, Hull got promoted. Hull were bang average. Awesome if you're a Hull fan. Not taking anything away from you. You get up how you get up, right? And we finished below Hull, so we were even worse. And we were the worst team in the league for a quarter of the season. But last season did feel like the opportunity. Can't believe they've given that to Crescene instead of Brooks. Why? Clear as day, wasn't it? Oh, you want the Brooks goal? That's unlucky. Although I don't think it goes in if it doesn't hit Crescene. Quick plug for Better Right. Bet £20 and get £20 in free bets. You must be 18 plus. You must gamble aware. The links are in the description for that. They are the primary betting partner of Norwich City and also Talk Norwich City. A big thanks to them as always. They're offering 20 to 1 on Norwich to win the league, 7 to 1 on Norwich to get promoted, 12 to 1 on Norwich to go up, and Ipswich to come down, which feels rather pleasant. Norwich on Instagram have given it to Brooks. It can't be Brooks' goal, can it? Let's have a look on... No, it's Crescene. Definitely Crescene. It's clear as day. I mean, I know I'm slightly visually impaired, but yeah, no, it's Crescene. So 3-0. Torre, Slimane, Crescene. I actually really... Well, Brooks deserves a goal as well, to be fair, but Crescene's been awesome. Actually, just looking across the board in the EFL Cup so far, it's pretty tight across the board. Norwich the only team so far to score 3 goals in the first half. West Ham are just about edging past Pompey. What other notable result? Preston got beat by Huddersfield. Got some pretty dire games actually, aren't there? Bromley Reading. It's funny, isn't it? But when you support a side like Norwich, I reckon the vast majority of my mates that don't support Norwich won't even know that this game is happening. But this game is all I've been able to think about for the last 3 weeks. Cannot wait to get going. Cannot wait for this season to start. It gives me such energy, such joy. I love these watch-alongs. I love being part of this community. It's just awesome. Just absolutely awesome. Did we all enjoy that? We must have done. 400 of you watching. That, take a bow, people at home. Take a bow, all right? 400 of you turning up to watch me in my sweaty box room, study, office, at home, watch Norwich City play MK Dons. And, people have been talking about Corfu, the south of France, Marbella, America. This is the biggest flex of all. Watching from Strumpshire with aircon. I would do bad things for aircon right now. I would break laws to get aircon right now. Oh, imagine a little unit above there. Oh, it'd be bloody lovely. One day, maybe. One day. A big thank you to all of you tuning in. I love it. I absolutely love it. Samuel Hansen. Does Brooks look good? Yeah, he does. He looks very good. He looks like a proper winger, right? That we've spent 8 million quid on. He probably should have had a goal. Was nabbed off him by Ben Crescene. Probably, for me, my man of the match so far, Andrew Brooks. Mo Torre, based on the stats there, has got it, but... yeah, I reckon we'll see a fair few substitutes this half. Tommy saying this half stinks of a Paris Magoma masterclass. Let me make some predictions. I think we'll see McConville on for Cordoba. And that doesn't. Yeah, Harry Darling can move over. I think we see McConville on for Cordoba. He's on a booking. I think we see Magoma for Slimane. I think we see Jacob Wright for Kenny McLean because he's got a booking. I think we see Jurisic for Brooks. I think we see Chris Gart. How many subs can you actually make? Is it 5 or does that change in the League Cup? I think, isn't there a rule? It's different in the League Cup. I don't know. Actually, and this is the really nice thing, right? Every single player on the bench, I would be more than confident coming on. Chris Garden, Jurisic, Field, Wright, Magoma, Ozcan, McConville, Alves. Stick Danny Grimshaw on. Any of them. I'd feel confident with any of them. And that's nice because there were points last season where I was looking at our bench and going, oof, not sure about that. So that's good. Brad says Christie will come on. Yeah, definitely. Adam says, 5 changes, please. Cruise to a 4-0. Only 4? more than that, surely. Mercurian says, I still think it's a shame to start the season with still think it's a shame not to start the season with a league game. I actually don't mind it. It's almost like a slightly more competitive pre-season game. I don't mind it. I think this is a good opportunity, and because of the draw, you would have wanted like Reading away or someone up north away from home. You get a home game. It's in front of the fans. It's a good opportunity to get things underway with a win. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Johnny says, do you think Mo is cold? Only one with a long sleeve shirt on. Veins made of ice, that guy. Veins made of ice. Archie says, one of the players on the MK bench was on loan at Kings Lynn. I think Kings Lynn would give MK Dons a game today, to be honest. Kevin says, Jack, Norfolk air conditioning, my son's business with both Canaries. Give me a shout, Kevin. Give me a shout. Email in the description. I could do with some aircon. Second half will be underway soon, I am sure. Norwich are 3-0 up. Torre, Slimane, Crescede. All ending with E. Get me an Opta. Toby says 6-0. I actually think that's not a bad shout, 6-0. Yeah, Gary says this win will give us confidence going into the West Brom game. Yeah, I agree. I think I said it on the videos. I think some people have thought I've been somewhat pessimistic on my recent videos, but it's only because the injuries are just mounting up and it all gets a little bit sad. I just needed the season to get underway. That's what I needed. I knew that once the season was underway and I saw Clement ball in full flow and I saw Torre scoring goals and I saw Andre Brooks running at defence, I knew I'd be fine. I just needed the season to start. And it has, and we're underway, and it feels great, and I'm content now. Now I hope Clement comes out next week in his press conference ahead of the West Brom game and goes, Makama's back, Fisher's back, Cianats is back. You know what? Diallo's back. They're all back. And now we haven't got enough places on the bench. That's what I hope happens next. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying the stream, you can leave a super chat. Maybe we can start a Get Jack Some Air Conditioning fund. Not against the idea. Sprinklers there's clearly no hosepipe ban at Carrow Road because those sprinklers are sprinkling delightfully on the carpet that is Carrow Road. Greenkeepers have done a fantastic job. Greenkeepers, that's golf, isn't it? Groundsmen? Groundspeople? Toby says, first watch-along with you. Yeah, first of many. We're going to try and do quite a few watch-alongs this season. I think we're definitely going to try and do every single midweek away game. Potentially some Saturday away games as well. Potentially some home games, maybe. As I say, would have loved to have been at Carrow today, but I literally just got back from holiday this afternoon, so couldn't get to Carrow in time. But I could get it back to my desk in time, which I'm loving. Looks really hot at Carrow. I'm sure it is. It's probably 30 degrees. Some people using what looked like the old Chris Hughton clappers as fans to fan themselves. Not many of the new home kits though in the Barclay end. I can see 1, 2, not many. A few of the away kits. I think I'm going to get myself the away kit. I really like the away kit this year. I saw, I'm sure a few of you follow Zeke, the shirt collector that has a lot of Norwich shirts on, and he's just got himself one. I think it's the 2008, 2009 black away shirt with Houlihan and the Coca-Cola league badges on the arms. They look awesome. I might try and buy it off him. Maybe he's watching. If you're watching, how much do you want for it, Zeke? Chaz Tats, I've got the home and the away and the platinum membership one. All belters. Yeah, the membership one looks really nice actually. The problem with the Norwich kits is I'm not built like Kenny McLean, right? news break. I'm not built like a professional footballer. The higher up the sizing you go, the gut doesn't get girthier. It just gets longer. So you end up just still being tight around the waist and just having like a dress on. That's why I quite like the retro ones, because they're, men were clearly built slightly, with a bit more timber back in the day. Maybe I just need to lose some weight. That's probably a good alternative. Right. Has there been any changes at half time? I don't think there has been by the looks of it. It's quite difficult, actually. Watch a football match without any commentary. It's quite difficult. Has there been any... This is where you need to help me, right? You can do some work as well. Earn your keep. Have we made any... Torre's still there. Slimane still there. I think we might just be cracking on. There's Crescene. Oh, that's very kind of you. Another super chat. TNC USA Match Pass. There we go. $4.99. Very kind of you, my friend. What $4.99 get you in America? Probably like a tip in Starbucks. Maybe I should start doing that. There's a service charge on watching TNC. You have to tip. Then I'd definitely be able to afford air conditioning. Okay, we are underway for the second half. No substitutes by the looks of it at half time, which is interesting. I think there will be an array of substitutes in this half. There's no point risking players. Although, yeah, I guess it's hard to predict, isn't it? That recent Ali Ahmed injury is just such a gutter, because I think he would have had a big season, Ali Ahmed, coming off a pretty successful World Cup, certainly coming off a successful last campaign. I thought he tired towards the end of the season, but I thought on the whole he was really impressive. Dobbin's the one that got away for me. I would have loved to have signed Dobbin. I thought he was awesome when we had him on loan. Come on then, get your score predictions in. How many are we scoring this half? I'm gonna go 6-0. I think we keep a clean sheet. Few of you have just been told I've had a little flutter on Motore 50-1 top championship goal scorer this season. A few of you like a little flutter, don't you? And why not? Gotta be 18. Got to gamble aware. And always bet what you can afford to lose. That's the key thing. I like having a flutter, but only a couple of quid here and there. That's all you need. Whipped in ball. Good corner. Headed down. Torre! Oh, it was nearly 4. And it was nearly Harry Darling against his old club. I think it was Andre Brooks. Back post. Knocked down. Lovely little deft touch from Harry Darling. Just wide of the post. Nice cross. Yeah. Oh, no, it was Cordoba, sorry. Cordoba into Darling. Sorry, I'm on my little screen here. Oof, that would have been a lovely start to the second half. I do fancy Darling to score today. He scored a couple in pre-season, didn't he? Who did he score against? Fulham and... Was it Osasuna? I think it was Osasuna, wasn't it? I fancy Norwich to go on and get a few more this half. Oh, don't... Cordoba's holding his hamstring. Any time a Norwich player touches any part of their body, I get... real kind of trauma. I feel like I get an injury. Oh, what a ball that is from... It was that Darling. What a ball. Into Schwartau. Schwartau pull back. Oh, it nearly gets to Brooks, but clear. That was a lovely ball from Harry Darling. My mother predicting 5-0. Yeah, I think so. Stuart says, is the Seagull ever going to leave the pitch? I don't think so. He's enjoying it. Probably rent-free as well. Probably doesn't even have to pay a single chip in order to be at Carabao today. Oh, is that a corner? I think it might actually be a pigeon, not a seagull. Or maybe there's a seagull as well. There's definitely a pigeon camped down near the corner flag of the Barclay stand. Phil says, I'll buy that pass too. Thanks very much, Phil. Thanks for giving us something to follow. God, you Americans splashing the dollar bills today. I didn't realise you couldn't get the game out in the States today. Big thanks to Phil. Big thanks to all of the Americans tuning in. Here's a little bit of TNC trivia for you. UK, obviously, top audience in terms of watch time. Then it's Australia in its second. Then it's the States. I think I've still got a little bit of that Josh Sargent legacy Always love chatting to the Americans. Don't we love the Americans here at Norwich? Andre Brooks wins it back again. Will it be 4-0 here? Brilliant stuff from Andre Brooks. Nice ball from Darling. Just runs out. The pigeon. There's the pigeon again. Stacey nearly kicked it. Big up Australia indeed. Big up Australia. We love the Aussies. We love Motore. I was rooting for the Aussies in the World Cup. Shocking penalty takers though. That was an awful penalty shootout. I'm still sticking with 6-0. Jacob Wright's about to warm up. Just got grabbed by Philippe Clement. Chris was saying the other day just how scary Philippe Clement was meeting him. I can just imagine. Tall, strong. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Philippe Clement, but that's why I like him. Nice ball from Cordoba. Intercepted though from MK Dons. What are we saying about Big Phil's white jeans? Yeah, not the biggest fan of white jeans, must say. But I wouldn't say that to his face, so he can wear what he wants. Stuart says, I am sure that's a seagull, not a pigeon. Phil says, hey, be careful, Jack. I might live in the USA, but Norfolk born and bred. Awesome stuff, Phil. Best of both worlds. A little bit of Norfolk. Well, all Norfolk. But living in the States. Oscar Schwartau shooting towards the Barclay this end. Sure, there's a few new faces in the Barclay end. Oscar Schwartau to take the corner. 50 minutes on the clock. Cordoba, Darling, Brooks, Torre all lining up to try and get their skull on the end of this one. Schwartau, one hand in the air, whipped in ball. Good corner again. Oh, nearly gets to Darling, but cleared. Really good couple of corners that for Oscar. Clearly been practicing his corners. Pretty uneventful second half so far. Doesn't have quite the intensity that we started with. Although, I mean, we were 2-0 up by the 7th minute in the first half, weren't we? Scored after just 40 seconds. Slimane whips in a ball. Cleared. Jack Stacey. Jack Stacey's had a good game so far. Slimane, great work. Into Stacey. Good opportunity here. Stacey, well played from the MK Dons defender. Out for a corner. Good stuff there from Slimane on the right-hand side. And Jack Stacey, who's been the engine room of that right side. Crescene, the engine room of the left-hand side. Enjoying this. Enjoying this muchly so far. Corner ball to be whipped in from Kenny McLean, right hand in front of the Barclay. Good ball. Oh, it's nearly Darling again. It's a great ball from Kenny McLean. Darling does get a boot on it, but it goes out of play, and they've given it for an MK Dons throw. Much to the anger of Harry Darling. Paul Warren, of course, in the dugout for MK Dons. Former Norwich City man. Big Norwich City fan. Maybe that's why MK Dons are putting such a pathetic performance today. Maybe they were instructed by their gaffer. Pelle Matson, he's been awesome so far. Here we go. Jack Stacey, right-hand side. Men over here. Jack Stacey, whipped in ball. Oscar Schwartau. Torre! Oh, it should have been 4. It should have been 4. Really nicely worked from Pelle Matson into Stacey. Whipped out to Schwartau. Opts for the cross rather than the shot. It was a block on the line, actually. Torre could have had his hat-trick by now. He really could have done. He really could have done. He's probably going to get substituted in a minute as well for Chris Gardner, I would have thought. 52 minutes on the clock. That was the best chance of the second half so far. Really nicely worked from right to left. Then in the middle. Torre, not the cleanest of strikes. And it was well cleared off the line by the MK Dons defender. Yeah, that's... Oh, no, it is a seagull. It is a seagull. I stand corrected. That is not a wood pigeon. That is very much a gull. Lots of mullets on show in the Norwich City fans today. The mullet's back in, isn't it? I don't think I'd pull a mullet off. I don't think I would pull a mullet off. MK Dons penalty. Is that a pen? Oh, that's not good. That didn't look a penalty to me. It was a floaty free kick. Oh, that looks soft to me. MK Dons have an opportunity to get back into this game. Sorry, I'm completely silent there because I saw the ref point to the spot. Whipped in ball. It's cleared by Stacey. That's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. Whipped in ball. Cleared by Stacey. Yeah. And then it's cleared by... Oh my goodness. The ref's had an absolute howler there. The ref has had an absolute howler there. Patterson has sort of jumped into Cordoba. It's almost like the penalty that Ipswich got last season. I think that was against Slimane. Slimane's the offender here. It's Mendez-Lang to get back on the score sheet for MK Dons. Kovacevic standing up. Kovacevic saves! And again, no, it's cleared off the line. What a save from Vladan Kovacevic. Brilliant penalty save. And then it was cleared off the line. But I think Cordoba, the clean sheet remains. Brilliant stuff from Vladan Kovacevic. Not the best penalty from Mendez-Lang, but still very good. And then it was Cordoba following in on the rebound. And that's so... Kovacevic will take the headlines, and rightly so. But Cordoba's goal line clearance absolutely fantastic as well. Great save. Now we've got to defend the corner. Eventful start to this second half. Kovacevic clears and they've scored. Oh, 3-1. Well, we did the hard work of saving the penalty. It's Wintle. It's corner's whipped in. It's cleared by Kovacevic. It's a good volley. It's deflected off Schwartau, I think. All a bit messy there. All a little bit messy. It's a good volley. Yeah, it takes a deflection off of Schwartau and goes in. Well, it was fun while it lasted. 3-1. Norwich City 3, MK Dons 1. It's been a little bit of a scrappy start. And I'm afraid, to everyone that backed Norwich to win to 0, that dream is over. But if you back Norwich to score, Norwich to win and Torre to score, that's still very much on. Scrappy starts the second half from Norwich. We could have had a goal through Torre. It cleared off a line. We've also saved a penalty. Vladan Kovacevic. And 20 seconds after that, MK Dons get their first goal of the game through Wintle. That's a shame. I thought we were going to keep a clean sheet today. We've looked really good defensively in pre-season so far. Shame that. It would have been nice for Kovacevic to keep the clean sheet, particularly after saving a penalty as well. Not really much we could have done from the corner. We get the first one away. It's a half decent volley from Wintle and crashes off Schwartau into the back of the net. I'm sure that scoreboard will update shortly, and if it doesn't, then we can all believe it's still 3-0. That's a shame. 57 minutes on the clock. Norwich City 3, MK Dons 1. It was a fantastic first half from Norwich. It was never going to always continue in that fashion. Also, let's just all be honest. The refereeing debacles have already begun. How that's been... I know he saved it, but it kind of still did lead to a goal. How he's seen that as a penalty, I will never know. He stood in the perfect position as well. Absolutely perfect position. Could do with a goal here. I think we're still going to be fine, but just for my sake. Oh, give it away from Dons. Andre Brooks. 3-on-1. Andre Brooks! Brilliant stuff. Deserves the goal. 4-1 Norwich City. Oh, he's taking the shirt off. The shirt's come off. He clearly wants a booking. Oh, he's holding the shirt. Oh, Andre Brooks is here. He's done a little Messi. He's giving it a Messi in front of the Barkley. Oh, Andre Brooks, welcome to the party. Deserves the goal. He's taken the shirt off. He wants the booking, and he's dangling it like a bull, holding it to a bull, holding the Brooks shirt in front of the Barkley. He deserved the goal. He's been brilliant, Andre Brooks, so far. He wins it back. He's poor from MK Dons. It really is. But he's just the press has been what's been most impressive. He's really he's won it back brilliantly. He's got options left and right. He's got Slimane if he wants him. He's got Toure if he wants him. And he's just finished it beautifully. Celebrating with the seagull. Norwich City 4, MK Dons 1. He took the shirt off. Andre Brooks, number 11, holds it in front of the Barkley. That is what we like to see, people. That is what we like to see. He deserved the goal, Andre Brooks. He's got a goal. He's got an assist on full debut. And still over half an hour of this game left. And you'd expect Norwich to score more. That momentary lapse in concentration, although it was unlucky, it wasn't a penalty, was it? Although he saved and then the corner. And look, work to be done from defending set pieces. It wasn't our forte last year, and it doesn't look like it's improved this season. Well done, Kenny McLean. Get it out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Well done. Anyone fancy 6-1? 7-1 maybe? Andre Brooks has been awesome. Looks all fully worth the £8 million so far. That's what you get when you spend money on proven EFL players. It's not rocket science. Lewis Dobbin was also out there available. Triple substitution incoming. Who have we got here? We've got Magoma, we've got Wright, we've got Chris Garden. MK Dons, you thought the pain was over. No, it's not. It's going to be Toure for Chris Garden. I assume it'll be Slimane for Magoma. And I assume McLean for Jacob Wright. Who have we got here? Christie. I really want Chris Garden to get a goal today. Oh, hang on. Oh, Jacob Wright's going in the 10. Interesting. Very interesting. 61 minutes on the clock. Triple substitution incoming. Toure gets his goal. Of course he does. He's played well. Magoma's coming. I mean, it's shorts around his knees, Paris Magoma. It's been really impressive from Norwich. As I say, a sort of momentary lapse in concentration. But straight back at it. Can we score more? 4 goals so far in 60 minutes. Is there a free scoring season ahead? I think there might be under Philippe Clement. And I tell you what, I think Norwich's price will be short. That seagull is still there. Is it ill? Has the seagull got some wing issues? Have we got an injured seagull at Carrow Road? Will the physios be working on the gull? Maybe the flight in from Great Yarmouth wasn't smooth sailing because the seagull's not moving. It's staying near the corner flag of the Barkley end in an offside position. Oh, Andre Brooks has gone off for Magoma. Is Magoma playing on the right? Oh, Cordoba. Cordoba's different gravy, isn't he? Cordoba is different gravy. There's a couple of players and manager included that if we don't go up, they'll definitely get a Premier League move. Cordoba's one of them. He's levels above everyone. Crescene down the left-hand side. Go on, son. Go on then. Go on then. Crescene, pick your head up. Oh, whipped in. Can Chris Garden get there? No, he can't. Good stuff from Crescene down the left-hand side. Triple substitution then. Chris Garden is on. Magoma is on. Wright is on. Where's Magoma playing? Looks like he's playing on the left. Interesting. $400 of you watching. Really, really do appreciate it, people. Really do appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, a big thanks to BetRight as always. It's bet 20, get 20 in free bets. The link for them are in the description. They've also got boosted prizes. It's the pinned comment on this video. Norwich to go up 7-1. Norwich to win the league 20-1. Mo Torre, top championship scorer at 50-1. He scored after just 40 seconds in today's game. Links in the description. 18 plus. Be gamble aware. Bet right. The official betting partners of Norwich City and also TalkNorwichCity. As Jack Stacey comes up the right hand side, he's got a few players ahead of him, but in offside positions. Jacob Wright's got it, and it's Oscar Schwartau. Oh! Should be 5. Chris Garden. He's claiming a penalty. He wants a pen. He's not going to be given. I mean, the penalty that MK Don's got looked a lot softer than that one. Chris Garden was nipping in at the back post. He claims he was tripped. Nothing's been given. It looked offside on the right-hand side, but it was Schwartau that got the cross in. It looked a pen, that one, for Chris Garden. Norwich certainly not backing off. Kenny McLean, nice ball into Crescene. Lots of players still forwards here. Jacob Wright getting into some nice positions. He's had a good pre-season. I think him and Darling, the one that I had my eyes on from pre-season. Wright, Darling and Crescene, I think, had the best pre-seasons. Oh, look, the pen that. I hope I get a replay on it. It was Schwartau on the right-hand side. It was a nice little ball in. And it looked like it was just waiting for a Chris Garden tap-in. Yeah, oh, here we go. No, that's a replay of the penalty. Connor says, too early to put the Wembley tickets. Absolutely not, Connor. You get stuck in, my friend. You get stuck in. I know it didn't count for anything in the end, but I love how much they celebrated that penalty save. Darling, Cordoba, clearly desperate for a clean sheet. That's what I like to see. You know, the game was never in doubt. The game was never in doubt, but high standards. That's what you get under Clement. Schwartau, right-hand side, picks his head up, still going. Oscar Schwartau. That will be a corner kick for Norwich City. Yeah, Hansu saying, how is that not a pen? No idea, mate. Looked a pen for me. Looked a pen to me. If you're new to Talk Norwich City, welcome. We are the #1 Norwich City fan channel. We're at what? Nearly 31,000 subscribers. If you're new around here, do click subscribe. It's completely free of charge. You'll be notified when we go live. We'll be live, I think, for the watch-alongs for most of the midweek away games, some of the Saturday away games, maybe some of the home games. But Chris and I are absolutely buzzing to bring you loads and loads of content throughout this season. We're going to get properly stuck in this season. I'm really optimistic for this season, feeling really good about things. Schwartau, right-hand side. Corner kick from the Barclay end, whipped in. Nice ball again. Oh, should be a goal. Should be a goal. Cordoba, free header. Puts it wide. That should be 5. Oh, is it another corner? Let's have another look at that. It was Schwartau whipped in. Cordoba should score, but it is gone out for another corner. Tell you what, Schwartau's corner's been excellent so far, and with Jacob Wright still on the pitch, clearly a slight change in set-piece takers. Oscar Schwartau once again from that right-hand side, whips it in, headed away from MK Dons. And there's a potential break on here for MK Dons. Oh, it's Jose, of course it's Jose Cordoba. What a brilliant interception. MK Dons were just mounting. Oh, it's Kovacevic nearly hit the seagull there. This seagull is causing all kinds of problems, but Norwich... Set piece. Oh, fuck. God, I want a 5th. Just descending into a bit of chaos here as Jacob Wright slides in. No, that was Chris Garden. That was a really chaotic few minutes. Norwich nearly score at one end. MK Dons nearly score at the other. Cordoba massive slide tackle. Chris Garden getting stuck in. Kovacevic nearly hits a seagull. Deary me. That got the heart rate racing. Substitution for Milton Keynes. Dons replacing number 13 is number 10. Deary me. 4-1 Norwich. It could and should be more. And actually, really unlucky to not have a clean sheet. It wasn't a penalty. It was saved, and then from the resulting corner, MK Dons got their goal. But I think if you're a backer of Norwich to get promoted this season, the early optimism is probably justified based on what we've seen so far. Brooks has looked really lively, got a goal. Torre looked really lively, got himself a goal. I think that the defences looked good. Both Stacey and Crescene in the wide areas and Darling and Cordoba more centrally. And the other nice thing, which has to be said, the substitutions, right? You've got Quistgarden, you've got Magoma, you've got Wright, you've got real decent options off the bench, which I don't think we really had last season. Certainly not for sustained periods. Here comes Magic Mate. Mate Jurisic is coming on. Magic Mate Jurisic, welcome to the party. Shocking socks, shocking shin pads. Let's hope he gets a goal. Good opportunity this for Mate Jurisic. Coming on for Oscar Schwartau. 20 odd minutes to try and make his mark. Come on, Mate. Let's get yourself a goal. He scored in the cup last year, didn't he? Against Walsall. Tony Springett scored in that game as well. Any other notable scores from around the country? Do let me know. I know non-league gets underway today, doesn't it? How are Kings Lynn drawing against Harbour Town? Malden and Tiptree, who won the Wroxham's League last year, getting beat 6-0 by Dulwich Hamlet. Any other notable scorelines? Cambridge won 2-1. Spiky Smith. Hi, Spiky. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, Jurisic scoring would top it all off. Another drinks break. Is this just because the temperatures are really high? This isn't going to be a thing this season, is it? Oh, there's poor old Ali Ahmed with his crutch. Next to the also injured Ante Cianats. Next to the also injured Mirko Topic and Jovan Makama. Liam Gibbs also sat there. He's not injured, is he? Clearly just not in the squad today. Temperature update for my room. 34 degrees in here. I think I've sort of acclimatised to it pretty well. Although pretty sticky. Stickiness in the air right now. Yeah, Matt says the hats are coming out early this season. 43 CBGB says, I've been following City home and away since 1981. Resigned to us being mid-table championship for years to come, although looks promising. Come Xmas, I'll start believing if we're top 8. I think that's fair. I think, you know, when you've been following Norwich home and away since 1981. I've not been following for as long, but still, you know, you get optimistic as Norwich fans, don't you? And then you get let down time and time again. So I think, yeah, let's get to Christmas. Let's see how we are. I would be amazed if we don't get top 8. It's a third of the division gets in the playoffs this season. A third of the division. We're surely better than 2/3 of the division, aren't we? I'm not saying we're guaranteed automatics, although that would be lovely, but I think we'll get top 8. Oh no. Someone is down, clenching their back. Who is that? Clenching their back and smashing the floor. Is that Mate Jurisic? Oh no, it's Quistgarden. Don't say this is an injury. Don't say this is an injury. We've got 72 minutes in without any injury fears. Crescene just plays a little ball down the line. I think it's just a knee in the back. It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it's not looking good though. He's absolutely slamming the surface. Let's hope this isn't severe for Matthias Quistgarden. Oh, blimey, paramedics getting ready. Christie's down. We said, didn't we? Yeah, win's great. But let's just try and get through this without any injuries. Quistgarden's still on the floor. It looked like a knee in the back. I think hopefully it's just one of those like contact injuries rather than anything else. It just they are painful, those ones. The physio is smiling. He's still down on the floor, looking in a lot of pain, Chris Garden. Oh dear. Oh, this isn't looking good. My clock is completely wrong, by the way. I think we're 73 minutes into this game, not 65. I wonder if I can change that. Let's have a look. Oh. No, I'm going to leave that alone. Chris Garden's on his feet. Ooh, limping badly. He's kind of holding his lower back. I think, is he okay? I don't know. He looks in a lot of pain. Anyway, let's hope for the best there. It looked like a contact one. But I think he's gone down the tunnel. I think he's going to come back on. Hold your breaths, but I think Chris Garden's going to be okay. That did look severe. Honestly, we've all got trauma, haven't we? We see a player go down and we're just instantly scared. That's a lovely ball to Jack Stacey on the right-hand side. There's an opportunity for a fifth here. Jack Stacey, right-hand side, crosses in, blocked, corner kick. Yeah, the sponsor's logo is not taken to the washing machine, as it very well. We just about can tell everyone's favourite building society on there. Archie says, wet paper towel will fix it. Oh, I think that is what they're treating with most, isn't it? (4-1) 74. So yeah, 74 minutes, 75 minutes on the clock. Is Chris Garden back on the pitch yet? I can't see him. It's going to be a corner whipped in, this time from Jacob Wright. Back post cleared. Magoma on the ball. Not seen much of Magoma so far. Could that be handball? No, that was a terrible ball from Magoma. He's been quiet so far. And MK Dons with a potential counter-attack here. Jack Stacey's back. The Seagull's also back. The Seagull does great work so far. Good tracking from Mate Jurisic. That's good to see. This is a basketball game now. There's definitely goals left in this game. Definitely goals left in this game. If they can get the ball... Oh, the ball was on there, Magoma. Still going. Opportunity here. Oh, he's at the crossbar. I think it was... Who was that? I think it was Jacob Wright. Oh. There is definitely goals left in this game. I can assure you that much. It was Jacob Wright who went all the way. Only to hit the crossbar. He had, I think who was it on the right-hand side? I think it was Mate Jurisic. He had the potential to kind of square the ball, decided to go all the way and hit the crossbar. Norwich could have had a few more here. We really could have done. It's been really impressive, this from Norwich. Chris Garden's coming off for Sam Field. So who's going to be up front now? Who's up front now? Sam Field on for Chris Garden. Yeah, I guess we've not got any other options up front, have we? Jurisic up front? I don't know. Jacob Wright up front? That's not good if Chris Garden's injured as well. I mean, that leaves just Torre then, doesn't it, at this stage? Pelle Matson to whip a ball in. Or not. That was absolutely awful. So who's going up front now then? Someone let me know in the comments. Chris Garden's come on and off. Captain Krill, Medic up top. Yeah, they were the days. Simpler times. Yeah, I think Jakov Medic and Forsen are going to be departing. There's still 15 minutes left in this game. It's been a pretty forgettable second half. There's been a couple of moments. Andre Brooks got his goal that was thoroughly deserved, and it does feel like if Norwich want a fifth, they can absolutely get a fifth. Brilliant work from Jacob Wright. Fantastic from Jacob Wright. And he'll go for goal and nearly score. Brilliant work from Jacob Wright. Even money for there to be another goal. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? That was really close. I think there'll be another goal in this game. I think there'll be another goal in this game. Even money with bet right for another goal. I think I'll be having a bit of that. Still 10 minutes or so. Very, very open this game now. Very open. MK Don's just kicking it around the back now. Good interception. Jacob Wright. Oh, is it going to get there? Oh, good save from the Don's keeper. That was nearly the fifth. That was nearly the fifth for Norwich. Still 10 minutes or so in this game. I don't actually know who's playing up front at this stage. Sam Field having a little bit of afters there with Mateta. $80 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes to go. 350 of you watching. Let's finish strong here. Jacob Wright up top and Kenny in the 10. Chris Garden, if you're just tuning in, came on and he's gone off because he got injured. Of course he did. Norwich striding forwards here. Paris Magoma. Into Matej Jurisic. Will he have a strike? No, he won't. It'll fall to Darling. I still think. Yeah, Torre's off. So Torre's off. He came off for Chris Garden and Chris Garden came on. Chris Garden went off. He got a knee to the lower back. It looked painful. Hopefully not a serious one. But it now means that Jacob Wright will finish the game as the striker. Can Norwich get a fifth? I think we can. We should have just got a fifth then. I think it was Kenny McLean. So many seagulls at Carrow Road. Who's been your man of the match? Get your man of the matches in the comments. Be really intrigued to hear. Nice ball. Magoma. Who will he find? He'll find Jurisic. Oh my god. No, that was right actually. No, that was Jurisic. That was absolutely turgid from Matej Jurisic. Oh dear. Still 4-1. Torre, Slimane, Crescene and Brooks on the score sheet. I think for me, Aston, who's up front? It's Jacob Wright by the looks of it. It's all a bit fluid in there now with Magoma and Jurisic and Kenny McLean. Be nice for been lovely for Chris. Chris Garden just can't get a break, can he? Had a pretty decent pre-season-ish, got a lot of minutes. Comes on. Torre gets the goal. I think Chris Garden would have probably hoped that he'd have started. Torre starts, gets his goal. Chris Garden gets his opportunity, comes on. 5 minutes, injured. Who are we saying man of the match? I think for me it was Brooks. I know he's off now, but I think he was really good. Got an assist, got a goal. Looked really lively, high press. Norwich are in again here. That's surely a foul. It is a foul on Jacob Wright. Jacob Wright's been really lively since coming on, actually. I'm hoping that Chris Garden one isn't serious. I don't think it is. I think it was more just a really sort of, one of those painful ones. The type that wins you. Seven minutes left. 84 minutes on the clock. Can we get a fifth? I think we can, and I think it will be Harry Darling. Chaz Tat said it really didn't look good on his lower spine. Don't say that. Yeah, it didn't look. He was in absolute agony, wasn't he? Slapping the floor. It was one of those quite sort of innocuous looking challenges. Anyway, opportunity here for Kenny McLean to whip one in. Sort of level with the 18-yard box. Men to aim for at the back post. And he will find absolutely nobody and fly into the Barclays stands. Been a pretty dominant display. This 22 shots, 67% possession. Philippe Clement still chatting to the fourth official. He's got his white jeans on. Looking $1 million is Philippe Clement today. Come on, Norwich. Let's get a fifth. We deserve a fifth. We've been better than just 4 goals today. We've definitely been better than just 4 goals. And I tell you what, we deserved the clean sheet. We've barely had a sniff, MK Dons. Barely had a sniff. They had the penalty that shouldn't. It was such a soft penalty. That's the other thing. We're going to have to watch out for these refereeing decisions this year. That was an absolute stinker. Norwich come forwards again. Well tackled by the MK Dons player. That's, 4-1, almost somewhat disappointed. Massive thanks to My Linux Life for the £1 super chat. Really kind of you. If you want to support the channel, you can by leaving a super chat. Everything goes back into the channel. I can pay for this data and Sky Sports and cameras and stuff that costs more than it should. Massive thanks. We're really looking forward to this season here on TNC. Loads of content, loads of live streams. We've got the podcast coming out, I think, tomorrow with Chris and I. I've got my season predictions coming out next week, probably Monday. Yeah, My Linux Life says a slight knees to back where the kidneys is painful. Yeah, no, I can imagine. It's always the ones that don't look like much, those challenges. We can't have another injury. I know that McCarm is back soon and Fisher's back soon, but we can't have more. Massive thanks to Maverick. Really kind of you. $9.99 super chat. Really kind of you, mate. Lovely profile picture as well. I don't think it comes up on there, but that's very kind of you. Super chats always very much appreciated here on TNC. Yeah, Benny Van Life saying it looked a painful one rather than a serious one for Christie. Yeah, I do agree. 4 minutes left in this one. Can Norwich get a fifth? Finishing the game with Jacob Wright up front. Kenny McLean in the 10. Jurasec on the right. Magoma on the left. No real threat from either side in the last few minutes of this game. We had Jacob Wright hitting the crossbar. But I think it was Kenny McLean. 1-on-1. Should have probably scored. Other than that, pretty quiet last 10 minutes or so. This game kind of petered out when Chris Garden went off. 22 shots on goal. 23 shots on goal. 7 of which on target for Norwich. And it's been a very, very dominant display from Philippe Clement's side. Come on, let's get another goal. Let's send these fans home happy. One final plug as well for BetRight. They are the primary betting partners of Norwich City and also Talk Norwich City this season. They're offering 20-1 on Norwich to win the league, 7-1 on Norwich to get promoted. The link for that is pinned in the comment section. Or if you want £20 in free bets when you wager 20 quid, the links for that are in the description. Just follow that link and you'll get your rewards when you stake £20 on Bet Builders. You get £20 free bet, which is absolutely lovely. BetRight, a big thanks to them. I know lots of you have won today. As Magoma gets the ball. No, he doesn't. Petering out now. This started strong, this game, and just fading away. Let me know your man of the match. Aston predicting next week's game, 3-0 and a brace for Torre. How are West Brom shaping up this season? West Brom at home, that feels like a nice opportunity to get things underway. Mate, you... I'm just having a moment of silence for Mate Jurisic. Like, I keep being told, right, give him time, give him faith. He's going to come good. He's going to come... You're going to need to sell me even harder on Mate Jurisic. I just don't see it, lads. I don't see it. Maybe I'm being harsh, but... I mean, what was he doing there? He could have had a shot. He could have had a pass. He could have done anything other than what he did. He's a strange one, Jurisic. I just don't see a player in there, to be honest. I might be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Clement keeps giving him opportunity, though, doesn't he? He keeps giving him opportunity, but I don't really know why. I think we've got better options. I mean, we've definitely got better options. It's only because Brooks has come off. But he looked completely lost there. Anyway, into the 90th minute. Yeah, Dubai Canary, Norwich promotion, Ipswich relegation at 12. Sounds too good to be true. It's not. It's there. You can have it. It's all there for you. Links there with BetRight. And also, if you're a new customer, you get 20 quid in free bets as well. Happy days. Right, let's get a fifth. Maverick says, I was in Mexico on a cruise. I'm a Norfolk lad living stateside. There's a few of those Norfolk boys out in America now. Living the dream. Great stuff, Maverick. And thanks for the super chat earlier, buddy. Really appreciate it. How much added time was there? I don't think I've actually seen that. 6 minutes of injury time. My God. 6 minutes of injury time. Let's get a fifth. Come on. Mate Jurisic, right hand side. Prove me wrong. Mate Jurisic! Deep into the Barclays stand. Aston says Jurisic is like Zolis when he was... Nah, because Zolis did get going. Zolis, he scored a couple against Bournemouth in the Cup. Zolis showed signs. And he played in the Premier League for Norwich, right? Yeah, the time has just gone a bit funky, hasn't it? Not really sure what's gone on there. You'll have to ignore it. We're in the 91st minute. It's suddenly dropped 10 minutes behind. I don't know why it's done that. Ignore the time. Just take in the result. We are 4-1 up, and everything is looking really, really great. Philippe Clement is there. Slimane and Brooks having a joke on the substitutes bench. Ante Sinat is even smiling, and the seagull is also still in vision. We are finishing this game with Jacob Wright as our number 9 because Chris Garden's gone off with what looked a really sore lower back injury, something or other. There are so many options here. If Norwich want to get their 5th, they can definitely get the 5th. 92 minutes on the clock. 6 minutes of added time. It's 4 minutes left, and we are ending the game with Jacob Wright up top. Goals from Torre, from Slimane, from Crescene, and from Brooks so far. Brooks, I'm going to give Brooks my man of the match, I think. Let me know who your man of the match is. Aston says, are we getting a left winger? I'd be very surprised if we don't at least have a look. Would be very surprised if we don't at least have a look. Schwartau has absolutely busted a gut this game. Cordoba's looked good. Darling's looked good. It's such a shame we didn't get that clean sheet. We definitely deserved it. And this game, I'm afraid, is whimpering out a little bit. The injury to Chris Garden has just thrown us a bit. I don't think we were prepared to have another injury and have another change to the system. But we've basically got 3 midfielders up front. Jurasic has come on. Chaz says Jurasic's a confidence player and hasn't it? But Is it? Is that a thing? Like, I mean, surely everyone's a confidence player, right? Surely everyone is better when they're doing well. But you've got to get to that point. He's been given so many opportunities, Mate Jurasek. 8 million, was he £6 million, £7 million we spent on him? Come on, let's get a fifth. Magoma. Oh, that was a nasty one. Potential opportunity for MK Dons to break here. 93 minutes on the clock. Ignore my clock, it's gone wrong. Wish we could have afforded Iran Kunda, yeah. Iran Kunda, Dobbin. I think Iran Kunda was never really an option, nor was Dobbin really, but I keep being told that we don't have any money to spend. I don't think it's that. I think we got the money to spend. We just can't spend it because of these new rules. That's what I think it's all about. I mean, we made 30 million quid on Nunez and Sargent last season, right? 30 plus million pounds. And I know that doesn't all come in one lump, but the signings we've made, the £8 million we've spent on Andre Brooks, it's not just, you don't just give the £8 million out. That comes out in instalments as well. There's probably a minute of this game left. Cordoba has been actually maybe Cordoba's my man of the match. He's been so good again. So good again. Probably one last attack in this game, I reckon. The seagull is still there. I think he's a baby seagull. Just chilling out in the sun-trapped Carrow Road. One last big kick of the ball up from Kovacevic, headed clear. One last bit of defending to do from Darling. MK Dons come out with possession. Move the ball out to the left-hand side. Maybe one chance in this game left, and it's probably going to go to MK Dons. Oh, good save, Kovacevic. Good save, Kovacevic. That was nearly a cracking goal. Seagull's been close to scoring in Eurosenge. Probably one last kick of the game. It was Collins there from MK Dons. Time is pretty much up now. One last kick of the game. Not many fans left inside of Carrow. It's been a pretty forgettable last 20 minutes of this one. MK Dons corner, whipped in, headed, cleared by Stacey. Yeah, I think Cordoba is my man of the match, actually. Him and Brooks. But on the whole, this has been a very professional performance from Norwich City. Yes, it would have been ideal to get a clean sheet, but we were out of the traps quickly. The game was won within half an hour. Just need to make sure now that Kvistgaard injury isn't too severe. I don't think it will be. I really hope it's not. Makama's out. Sienats is out. I think that MK Dons goal would have cost quite a few people some money on the old betting today. But if you had Norwich to win and Torre to score with BetRight, that will be a winner. Delia, a shot of Delia there, and Michael Wynne-Jones in their summer linen next to Tom Smith. One final reminder for BetRight: 20-1 Norwich to win the league, 7-1 Norwich to get promoted, 12-1 on Norwich to go up, and Ipswich to come down. Link in the description or the pinned comment in the comment section. 5 o'clock has struck. This game still isn't done. There's an injury to an MK Dons player. 98 minutes on the clock now. Just a 6 that were added on. This game is probably going to end 4-1. And when it does, I am going to depart. One final one. Let me know your man of the match. I'm going to go Cordoba, actually. It was a toss-up between Cordoba and Brooks for me. But I think it's going to just go to Cordoba. He has looked an absolute level above. A real level above. I think there's going to be one last kick of this game. It will be an MK Dons free kick. Let's hope we keep this out. Kovacevic actually, when called upon, has been really good. We had a couple of good saves, saved the penalty, and sadly for him, doesn't get a clean sheet. He is definitely Norwich City's number one. And nice to see him actually start this cup game. I didn't know whether it would be Grimshaw. I was hoping it was Kovacevic. It was Kovacevic, and he's had a pretty good game so far. One last kick of the game from MK Dons. A good save from Kovacevic. Punched away. And that will be full time. Norwich City 4, MK Dons 1 to start the 2026-2027 season. A victorious start for Norwich City, a convincing win for Norwich City. Goals for Mo Toure, Anis Ben Slimane, Ben Crescene, and Andre Brooks. And that was a very convincing win. What do we have coming up then on TNC over the next few days? We've got a match review coming later on from Chris. We've got a TNC podcast coming on Sunday. We've got my 1 to 24 predictions coming probably on Monday, and plenty more on the horizon as we build up for Norwich City's first championship game of the season. That's on Saturday against West Bromwich Albion. But Norwich City have finished the Carabao Cup first round game against MK Dons in convincing fashion. It was Norwich City 4, MK Dons 1. Subscribe to Talk Norwich City. I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for joining me.